going on, guys? Cool, we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to week 4 of the Cloud10 Tribe Bootcamp. Halfway through. It's been awesome watching people just like skyrocket, and it's been awesome seeing the results, seeing the leads. I mean, it's just been crazy. So, with that, the thing is, if you're taking action, you're bound to get some results. And we're going to hear from a couple people that are moving and shaking, doing some big things. We've got an agenda. I've got quite a bit of stuff I want to cover. Week 5, we're going to be going over closing tactics with Steve Kribda. That's lined up to be just phenomenal. Week 6, the man Ray Higdon is going to be joining us. Week 6, Lisa Torres is rocking week 7. These are L5, L6, L6, and then to wrap it all up, on week 8. Got a surprise for you. All right, so I'm not gonna announce that one just yet, but yeah. So it's a couple minutes after. I'm going to see if I can get this page pulled up, and all right, awesome. All right, cool. So I want to hear who's up first. Kelly is up first. This dude has just been rocking and rolling, so for all the future people that are watching this in the future, and Kelly's rocking like L3, L4.
That's right.
We're going to show you how to do it tonight. So, Kelly, man, what's up, man? You've been, hold on one second. So you've been rocking, man.
Yeah, man. It's happening. It's happening. It just goes to show, just listen to what these guys got to say. It's all I'm doing is prospecting. You guys told me to prospect and go out and meet people. That's all I'm doing is creating conversations. And like the one today, create a little conversation with him. And it wasn't even very that long. And maybe how you doing, this and that, and notice you're in the noticed you in a group and started a little conversation with him. And that was it. And then today, after he signed up, I was like, what did you do? He's like, I went and checked out your profile on Facebook, and then went to your fan page, and then on a little watch video thing, that's what he signed up from. When he watched the little I got the watch video thing with the 19-minute video from Brian, and that was it. I didn't even have to say anything.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of times you don't, man. A lot of times, people, all they need to see is you.
That's right. As long as you got content and value out there and producing, I mean, you got to do that stuff in the back end, and then in the very beginning, prospect like there's no one going to stop you.
Exactly.
Until you get that, that 10, 12 people where you're making that $1,000 a month, to where you can, reorganize it and put your plan in a different direction.
Yeah. So that's awesome, man. I mean, so you met somebody straight up cold traffic today,
yep.
And it's all about that perception. He perceived you to be a person of influence and authority, and you had some things set up that says, hey, I'm out here. I know what I'm doing. It doesn't really matter your results. At the end of the day, one guy came up to me and he said, hey, man, I see, why would I present myself as a leader if I don't have these results? Well, you got to look and say, well, how long are you going to keep looking at yourself, or how long are you going to keep calling yourself not a leader?
Right.
So, that's amazing that if you put yourself in that position, people will view you in that position, and they let them make their own decisions.
Yep.
So that's awesome, man. Because I know you should be, those those continue to come through, man, you're going to be popping L1
Yeah.
in no time, man. So that's awesome. So that does lead me into something, and I think that kind of leads me into one thing that I wanted to kind of go over um, before we get into like the meat of tonight. But you said he went to your fan page. You know, you always don't have to have the biggest and best, baddest website in the world up. You know, you could. I mean, I literally built all the way to like L2, kind of probably mid L3 with no website. It was just a fan page.
Yeah.
What I was doing, I was just putting content on my fan page daily and sending people to my fan page. That was a big thing. So
So yeah, it
so
was.
what
We got one off of a fan page and then one off of the blog. So I mean,
perfect.
they're both working for us. So
That's awesome.
which is
So as
awesome.
long as you keep meeting people and you know, getting traffic.
And then I made that funnel for the funnelizer for the boot camp, right? And I've gotten over 1,500 clicks on that funnel since I
That's
made it.
awesome, man.
So, I mean, that's crazy numbers for me anyway.
Right, and I mean you're doing no paid ads, right?
Nope, nothing. It's all organic.
It's just all organic traffic. And so I'm going to open up this page real quick, man. Let's see. All right, let's see. You guys see Kelly's page? Y'all see that?
We just reached over 300 likes this past week too.
Nice. So I mean, again, all organic traffic. You know, you're putting content on your page. It's a really, really simple, you know, description of what you guys do, but it's very to the point.
Right.
So if you don't have a website up, if you then this is your website. I mean, treat your fan page like your website. I did for the longest time. You know, you can even, if you have a domain name and you're not ready to blog or you're not ready to throw up a website yet using MLSP, just mask your personal domain back to your fan page.
Right.
It's not hard at all. But, so you just reached over 300 likes. Tell me, man, how long has this page been up?
Since we started MLSP, probably about 2 years ago.
Okay. Now you're starting.
We haven't. Our story is, you know, we're those students that didn't apply anything, and then all of a sudden, you know, get your foot out of your ass, excuse my language, and start, you know, doing some applying something. Start doing stuff. Emailing your list. I mean, that was a big thing that Samantha helped us on, is really getting us to, you know, get the autoresponders going and contacting your list. And that's really what started. It was like perfect for when this Cloud 10 tribe started, and we were talking about all that stuff, and I just started applying everything. And this is what this is the results that I'm getting.
That's amazing, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, hey, man, keep up the great work, man. You're doing awesome, and you know, it's not hard work, is it?
It's not. It's just you have to do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You just gotta step out of your box and do it. You know, start creating videos and everything. You know, I was tetrified of making videos, but as Samantha can tell you. But
I mean, I think we all were, man. You know, but I've seen a lot of people and a lot of action here. It's been amazing to see people step out of their shell over this last 4 weeks, making videos every day. But your audience is waiting on you to make videos.
oh yeah,
your audience is waiting on you to feel that sense of knowing they can trust you, man.
right.
So that's big. So I appreciate it, man. Keep up the awesome work, man. You're killing it. You're gonna run up the leaderboards here like nothing else. So, man, I'm definitely proud of you, man. And that's awesome that, you know, you I mean, that's crazy that you've been in MSP for a while, right?
2.5, about a couple months before Samantha, or after Samantha. We were Samantha's first, and we
Awesome.
kind of like basically started about the same time, a couple months ahead of us. She was, but we were just, you know, those people that would learn stuff and wouldn't apply it. You know, we're those students that, you know, wrote all the notes and everything, but like Ray Higgins said, those are uncashed checks, and and
Yeah.
and you gotta use it. You just can't write in a notebook and think it's going to happen for you. You know, just like I grew grass for 20 years, and they say, you know, you got all that fertilizer in the fertilizer room, but it ain't. If you don't put it out, grass ain't going to get greener.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly, man. That's awesome that you said your checkbook is your check. I mean, I'm sorry, your notebook is your checkbook. You know, that's really really key. So if you're taking notes, really just regurgitate your notes and start cashing those checks, guys. But that's awesome that you're like, hey man, you know, I came into the Cloud 10 tribe. I've been in this thing for 2 years, but now that over the last 4 weeks, just taking action and going out and just following the steps, following the steps, following the steps. Now you're getting some awesome results. So
That's right.
that's pretty badass, man. So Sammy Wall, what's up? You've been moving too. What's been shaking for you?
Oh man, I can't even tell you how excited I am about this boot camp. It's just been so awesome to be inside of this tribe. I've been getting all sorts of people coming to me asking about things, and you know, just like you said, just like Kelly said, the whole getting out of your comfort zone and doing those videos really just show up. You know, people that I've been talking to and communicating with on Facebook have come over and they're like, oh, I see you help at network marketers, you know, just from browsing my page for a few minutes. So it's been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, you've been in some major action too, and I think I'd reiterate that, like, honestly, it's not like hard work. You know, like it's just you've been making way more videos, you've been in action, you're flashing that beautiful smile all over the internet, and people get drawn to that. You know, people, they really do. They get drawn to somebody that's in motion, that's moving, that seems like they're on fire. You know, the people that are getting results are the people that are like sharing all the stuff. You know, they're they're commenting on each other's posts. You know, that helps a lot. So if you're not doing that and you see somebody else that's in the tribe and you know that, hey, they put up that post for a reason so they can get some engagement. You know, you see all the bullshit posts that people post up on Facebook and they're like, I'm not getting engagement. I can't believe that Facebook would do this. I mean, all you got to do is put up stuff that people want to comment on, and your entire list is going to see it. So if you see something, you know, that hardest comment to get is the first one. You know, it doesn't even matter if it's a period, a smiley face, doesn't matter. The way that Facebook works is the more people that keep commenting, the more they're just going to keep feeding it to people. So if you see somebody else that's putting out posts, you see the hashtag, you can even click the hashtag. It'll take you to all the posts that everyone does. It's just hashtag Cloud10 Tribe, and maybe comment on a few of them, like a few of them. It'll if you do it, then everyone else is going to repay the favor to you. And as our group grows, you know, this group should be over 100 people, probably in the next 2 months here, easily. So you know, as this group grows and gets more engagement, that's just going to make it easier and easier and easier for absolutely everybody that's in this tribe to attract more people to what we have going on. That way, I mean, the better the group does, the better you're all going to do individually and making that and making those residuals. Because what's going to happen is people are just going to be drawn to the group, and it's going to allow you to not have to be the expert. I know a lot of people don't want to be the expert yet. They feel like they're not there yet, and that's perfectly fine. So let the group be the expert for you. You know, let the leaders in the group, you know, put the pressure on them, put the weight on their shoulders, and let the group help your prospects get inside, start learning, and start getting the results that they want. So that's awesome. So I want to go over the first one on the board here is I kind of covered some branding stuff, but I went over some things with a couple of people kind of individually that I want to share when it comes to like fan pages. So I want people to recognize the people that are out there doing well on their fan page, that are in different companies. I see all sorts of people. So one person that I definitely look at quite a bit is let's check out Lisa Torres' fan page. Okay. She probably posts on this fan page once a day. All right, but she's got her website banner up here. She's got a good professional picture, and she's popping out content on this page. You don't see everything that she posts, but her content's on this page, and she's doing a really, really good job at building this fan page. So if you haven't built your fan page yet, I'd really highly encourage you to focus a lot on your fan page, because without that call to action to give away some free tips and to shoot people to those free things, the fan page is going to be pretty huge. Let me, Marlon, what's your fan page? Is it Valuenaire or is it, or you got a Marlon?
Nah, it's that's it.
You changed. Okay.
Yeah.
I like your page, man. There you go. So Marlon's done a phenomenal job at creating a really engaging fan page. He says who he is and what he does, and he's posting on this page. He's giving out value. You can see here, download your free report. The more people that are going to this page and that they see the value that he's posting up, he's got his boy Vince Reed up here. So when you can build this page up, it's going to help you, because after the boot camp, you will want to start running some ads to your page. You want to run like a $1 like campaign, a day. You want to run some things to a couple blog posts. But when I was building up my fan page, especially to get likes, I would concentrate on like 20 a day. So I would even ask people for likes. Say, hey, look, check out my new fan page. Hey, shoot it a like. Let me know what you think about it. There was times where I'd ask people just, hey, do you mind clicking the invite friends button right here? You want to build up that fan page, because when you get that, when you can start running ads to your page, you can really start engaging and bringing more and more cold traffic to you, right? As you're going out to get cold traffic, you got cold traffic coming to you, and now you're creating this cycle. So even right now, guys, I have completely shut down all my Facebook ads. I'm not spending any ad money. So all the traffic that, all the results, all the traffic, same thing with me, Kelly, Sam, nobody that I know of is running ads right now, and they're getting results just doing what we're doing. But it's going to also set you up for some like unreal ad traffic when you start spending, $5-20 a week after the boot camp. So after week 8, we'll probably go into some, more branding, Facebook ads, Twitter ads, Instagram, a little deeper, but it's really gonna like set you off. So I want to ask one of the key things that I want to go over, because we've kind of gone over all the scripts. We've gone over, now if anybody got any questions, you can always pop them in the chat. The chat's open. I want people to understand that you should be getting your leads on the phone. If you're trying to close people, on social media a lot, you can, but I think the conversion rate is a little lower. Some people, it depends on who you're talking to, but like are you? Let me ask just whoever's on the panel. Like, are you? If you're getting leads and you're getting some good traffic, are you getting people on the phone? Like Marlon, do you get these people on the phone quite a bit?
That's my challenge right there, because with a lot of the MLSP funnels, there's not a way to get their number on there. I think I may need to go to the CRM training, and even some of my funnelizers, the funnels I created, I didn't put the area for them to put their number in. So, but the people I am getting on the phone are the ones that are, understanding more about me and what I'm doing, and that's when I posted in the group. I got my first point. I mean, it came as a result of that.
Okay. Were you just avoiding getting them on the phone, or did you need to? You know how to put it in the funnelizer, though, right?
Yeah, I think I need to add, because on those pages sometimes they just have email. Then I add the name, but I just think subconsciously, I've been doing it with just naming email just so long. When I was doing other funnels, I just never added the section for the number in there. So I just need to put that in my own funnelizer when I create them.
Okay, and that's fine, because that's personal preference. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's personal preference to whether or not you want to put a phone number in there. I put the box in there regardless, but I'm going to make a test funnel just so people understand, because I've had some people call me and they're asking about the funnel. They just don't really understand it. The funnelizer is extremely easy once you get it, and it's extremely beneficial. So this is the funnel name right here. This is all it is. No one will see this name, but they will see the slug. That's funnel, and now click create funnel. Now I'm going to draw out a little diagram of like how I do funnels just real quick, because I want people to understand like my thought process and like how I think about a funnel. All right, so like when I make a funnel, and this is like simple stuff. This is simple stuff, but like this is my thought process that may kind of help you when it comes to building a funnel. Okay, I think about the pages first. Okay, so I'm thinking about what's my first page going to look like? What's my opt-in page? What's my capture page going to look like? Okay, this is my first page. Okay, the next thing I want to do is complete that page. Okay, so I've got my video or I got my content, and then they put their information here, and then there's a button. Okay, now my second thing is I need to do my second page. Okay, all right, they get content, 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 and a button. Okay, and now the next thing I'm doing is I'm working on my third page. Okay, we got some more content, maybe a video, and a button. Okay, now I've got all the pages created. Now what I'm thinking about is making a bridge. All right, so I want to connect this page to this page. I make a bridge, and I'm going to connect this page to this page, and I'm going to make a bridge. Okay, and what I'm doing is I want to make sure that my button goes somewhere. Okay, so this button needs to go to this page. Okay, this button needs to go to this page, and this button typically is going to go to a sales page, which MLSP can already have made for you already. Any sales page can already be made for you, or a PayPal page, or whatever you want to do. Okay, this button is going to take you down to the sales page, which is already created. Okay, so each button needs to go somewhere. All right, and that's how I make funnels, and that's an easy way to think of how you can start to create easy funnels that have information on it. So like the first page may be a capture page. The second page may be a 15-minute presentation of like your product, right? And then the third page may be the compensation plan video, and then that button is going to take you to a thank you page, or maybe a sign up page, or the last page that they need to do or to see for them to do something or take the action that you want them to take. So I hope that gives you kind of like a basis of like how to make a funnel and the foundation of a funnel. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is make sure I click here. Okay, I always click here first, and I'm going to make sure I click opt-in pages. Okay. All right, so now it's going to pull up every page that's an opt-in page. Okay, so I can pick one, and I'll just pick this one. I can always click View Preview. I'm going to use the template. I'm going to scroll back up to make sure I've got a title here. So I'm going to put test. Okay, and then I got test. I was going to put dashes here. Funnel. Then. Okay, now I want to make sure I save and edit. Okay. So what Marlon was talking about, obviously this one has name and email, so I can change anything here, anything that I want. But what Marlon was talking about is he wants to add the phone number. So I'm going to go edit form fields, go down here to phone number, click add field, and close it. And now you can see that the phone number is in here. And then I'll do whatever I want to do to this page. I'll make sure I save the changes, publish the changes, and I'm good. I can leave this page. So same deal there is I need to just, now my second page, let's just say it's a webinar registration. Oh, let's not do that one. Let's not do that one. Sorry about that. We'll do a thank you page. Okay, so I'll do this thank you page. I'll do test. Dash funnel dash thank you. All right, and I'll save and edit. I can put whatever video I want, whatever text I want. Okay, I can click here, go to videos. You can see I've got a ton of videos already here from YouTube. All right, you make sure they're in your media, which is right here. Okay, and I can change all this text around if I want to get rid of some things. All I got to do is click this button here or get rid of whatever. I can always scroll down and just click on what I don't want on my page. Okay? Real simple stuff. Make sure you're playing around with this stuff. Just real simple.
Hey, Brian. One thing I do like an OTO. So whatever I'm offering, like with my free report, you know, they come to that page that talks about the free report, and then on the way to them getting the free report, I put something in there like a one-time offer. It's like something I market for like $7, and then at the bottom, you know, I give them the option to opt out. Like, you know, well, no thanks, Marlon. You know, I know it's silly and $7 not a lot, or you know, I don't want all that great value for $7. Just give me my free report, and they can click on the button at the bottom. It takes them right over to the download page.
Okay, so is that a pop-up that you're doing?
Nah, it's not a pop. It's an actual, like when they put their name and email address in, it goes right over to like the OTO instead of it going right over to.
Okay. So you're going from opt-in page, and then it gives them like a one-time offer.
Yeah, and then at the bottom it gives them a way to opt out, which takes them right over to the download page. Okay.
So you're getting their information. The first page the second page that they're going to get to is an OTO. They have an option to opt out of it, and then get the information that you're going to give them for free.
Yeah. Now I don't know if I need to put another page in between there, or because I know it's like, okay, well, I'm expecting this free information, but then now they're throwing this one time, I got to pay for something in my face. I don't know if I should put something in between or just keep it like that.
How are you? Are you getting a lot of conversions on that tripwire product?
Um, hold on 1 second. I got my MLSP popped up. I just kind of updated this because I'm getting you know how you make a page and then you like go to bed, you wake up the next morning like, dang, I should do this. That
Yeah, yeah. You got hit with the late idea.
Yeah, then I wake up like I'm like I can't go to sleep now, but I'm too tired to get on the computer. But but I'm getting better. I'm refining a lot of stuff. You know, I'll go to your page. I go to everybody's page.
Right.
Like, I case, man. I really do. I copy and steal everything. And um, I'm serious, man. I'm like, hey, man, this looks hot. I'm like, oh, stolen. Okay, let me see if I can. I don't mind if people see my stuff. Don't matter to me.
You want me to share your screen?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, go ahead and share it.
All right, you're up.
Okay. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. So I was running this free report right here, and from these are the visitors. This is the conversions,
Right.
and then from here, all right, it will go to this one. Now I just created this ultimate guide. This is something new, so don't worry about that. But it would go from here to here. So
Okay.
from 178 people that came to free report, they would go to this OTO. But
Okay.
I wasn't getting any conversions, so I don't know if the conversion they count as somebody buying something or.
Well, what's happening, man, is are they with the financial offense thing?
Yeah.
Are they having to put their information in it again?
Nah. You know what? At first they were. It was like so. I was taking them to so many other pages. I was taking them when they went to this page, it would take them over to like another web page where it was like a dog and pony show, and then they had to go to another page. So I was like, this is too many clicks for them to get to the information.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You got.
I just recently changed this. I want to say Sunday, where it was one click. So, or maybe what's today? Tuesday? I think I changed this yesterday. I'm sorry. Well, now it's just one click. So I'm gonna have to do some new conversions and kind of let you know what happens after this.
All right, hold on. Hold on 1 second, Marlon. Ronald said they can't see you, but you're presenting. I can see everything you got on your screen. He may have blocked out. What I would do, and this is what I would do, because if you're looking at if you're looking at your financial offense deal, if you're looking at that and they don't put in their information, that's always going to be zero.
Right. Well, this page is the buy now page.
Oh, that is so. Is that financial offense just one page thing?
Yeah, like this up here. I need to take this off. Like, man, trying to delete something off this thing, they'd be like, no, you got too many fingers. You can't delete. You'd be like, no, you didn't brush your teeth today. You can't delete. Like, man.
You gotta pause them. You just gotta pause them, or stop. You gotta run. You gotta stop running them first.
Okay. Well, this I need to take off. This is irrelevant. Hold on. Let me see if I can pop this open.
Yeah, click edit.
I just changed it, and I definitely thank you for allowing me to use this out. Maybe this is helping somebody else out.
Yeah, for sure. I need to see it.
I need to take this off. I figure out how to. You got to kind of like create another variation and then make sure that runs and then take that off. But then it would go to this, I believe.
So is that first page an opt-in page or just a straight up?
No, that first page at the top I need to remove. I don't even use that. This is me when you was like Marlon, you just start funnelizing. I was just in here like, okay, let me learn this thing.
Right.
And I was just learning how to create. Okay, they will go to this page right here. Of course, I'm in the back office.
Right.
All right, then they would say, no, thank you, Marlon. I don't want. I know it sounds crazy. I just want my free report. Then when they click here, let me click the preview button. All right, cool. So this is what it looks like after they put their name and email address on the free report. It comes here, and I'm selling the big. Like all this is, I just kind of made it look cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when they click on this button, let me see if it open up in a new tab. It goes over to. Hold on. I hope I did this right. If you don't save and publish. Okay, yeah, I did change all this. I changed all this.
Okay.
But this is the first page they come to after they put their name and email address on my free report, and then they come here. Now, if they don't want to get into this stuff, I need to change all this. Then it says, no, I don't want this. It take me over to the free report page, and they come here, and then they can download my free report.
Okay.
All right. Then, of course, it said, hey, you can join our group, and I need to put my fan page on here. I need to update all this. But then even still, when they come to the download page, I put up there, like my fan page.
Yeah.
All right. Then they still can, if they want to get it later. But I don't know if I should put a page in between, or should I just run it like that?
What I would have done is I would have given them the free report first, and then have the pop up as a one-time offer or something, or have it. I mean, I think it's a good idea to have it the first thing they see,
Right.
because it is the first thing you see. It's gonna. I think it's a good idea to just say, hey, look, if you're gonna buy it, it's right here.
Right. And then I was thinking, later that, hey, if you give them the free report now, then maybe I can just keep it on that because it's on the page. It's on the download page. As you can see, it's right there.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Maybe I can just put it right here. Maybe click on this. Maybe when they go here, and then they go over to the one-time offer. I take them back over to the funnelizer page, where it's the one-time offer, and then if they still don't want it, it kind of brings it back here, or maybe just some other value, like maybe another MLSP site or something like that. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. And you can do that all through one funnel. You don't have to create two separate ones to do that, right?
Yeah, I do. I know you can do it all on one. I was going to that the other day, and I said, okay, I can do this all on. It can all be on one page. Like I can just hold on. Let me go back to it. I can put and everybody, if you're on here, I do apologize. I know Ryan got to get to some stuff, but I know I can put it all on this one page. They can all link together, right?
Yeah. You can just create a new one and just kind of do whatever you want with it.
All right, cool. Okay, I'm good. You can unshare me.
No, you're good. Funnelizer, I mean, it is easy. It can get a little tricky, but like for the main part, you just got to see it in your head first. Like see what you want customers to see or your prospects to see, and then just kind of go from there. But I think the big thing here is making sure that people are in action. I want to. If anybody's got any questions, like about what they should be doing every day, because I think a lot of people that have taken the daily routine and they've just said, okay, hell yeah, let's go. Here's my daily routine, and they're going out and crushing it. But I want to make sure that everyone's feeling like that, so they can start to take action and hit that daily routine that is going to start to yield them results. I think that when it comes to getting quick results or quicker results in MLSP, you're better with warm traffic. You're better hitting the people that you've worked with in your company or worked with in the past, or seen, you've already kind of got relationships with, you kind of already know kind of where they're at in their business, and you're like, hey, listen, here's something I'm going to do and I'm taking on. You know, you can try it out, check it out. Look, this is what we're doing. Just check it out. Okay. I think that helps a lot as you're taking your cold traffic and turning it into warm traffic with value, right? That's the one thing that I don't want people doing through this boot camp, like just trying to like hammer cold traffic into signing them up into MLSP. The whole idea is taking cold traffic, turning it into warm traffic with free value and things that help you look good as in the relationship. All that fun stuff. Turn cold traffic into warm traffic into hot traffic into buyers, and turn the buyers into people that are buying something on a residual basis, or they buy from you over and over again, whether they always come back to buy products, whether they're a monthly membership member in MLSP, whether it's monthly in your network marketing company. That's where those residuals come from: cold to warm to hot buyer, and then repeat buyer. All right, so if you've got questions before we kind of like go on, I want to, if people aren't getting on the phone with their prospects, I may want to go over some stuff about like how you can get on the phone, and how you can position yourself as like the trusted advisor. So like I really want to, you see people like Kelly, Marlon, Sam, you see them being that trusted advisor where people are like, oh, hey, yeah, well, you do help network marketers. Like people are coming to them because of the perception and the influence and the authority that they've just created. Now these guys are getting results, but it really doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what results you're getting when people see you in the way, because it's just like if you get cold traffic from your fan page, it's the perception that they create in their head that you could close them right off the bat, because they went from cold to they saw one thing and they went extremely hot just because of what they saw, how they saw it, and how you presented yourself. You know, that happened to Kelly today. You know, it wasn't a matter of like having to always go cold, warm, you know, hot, kind of all that, but it was in the right place, right time, given the right value, presenting the right authority, and boom, it was like, oh, hey, yeah, it went from cold to hot right there. So, 1 second. Who's got questions? Anybody in the chat? All right. Kelly says, I've talked to both signups, one after he signed up on his own, and the other I had talked to on the phone for 30 minutes. So getting people on the phone is crucial. I think I brought in a couple today. I was on the phone with both of them. Wasn't on the phone for more than 30 minutes, but typically I'm going to get some information from them, build that trust, but you should be filling up your calendar. Be getting on the phone. A lot of times right now, I don't get everybody on the phone, because I want to have them go through some information first, put in their email address first, watch something first. There's certain people that I'll get on the phone, but let me see. Let me go to Facebook real quick. Let me see if I got anybody. So what I do, I would say here's one thing that I've done. If you have a website, this is something that has helped me get on the phone with a ton of people. Use an app called Setmore. A lot of you guys have seen my app Setmore. It's a free app, all right, and I masked the link on my website with my Setmore link, so you can set up your Setmore link. Okay, and they go here to book Ryan. So anytime I tell somebody if they want to book me, they can go to ryanmcmorris.com/book Ryan. All right, this is my website. And then I just say, book Ryan, want to book me for a quick phone call. And then this is my Setmore link. Okay? So now you see it says ryanmcmorris.setmore.com. You can set all this stuff up. It's really easy to set up. It's really user friendly. And that just ups your authority like crazy. You can show your business hours over here.
Hey,
It gives you
Ryan,
the
we're still right.
Oh,
Ryan,
okay. My fault.
we're still seeing Marlon.
I can see him just fine.
Oh.
You gotta click on Ryan's box at the bottom.
I can see you now.
You see? Okay. Okay.
What's wrong? I'm not good looking enough. What's the deal? I'm joking. I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking.
So that's what I do. I'll say, hey, listen, I kind of throw that out for authority, but for the most part, if they're asking me questions, they've given me some pain, they've shown me that maybe they're worthy of actually getting on the phone. I'm gonna ask and I'll say, hey, listen, how soon can we get together? You know, how soon can we hop on the phone? I'm just gonna ask, how soon can we hop on the phone? And so let me go through one. I know that we set up a phone appointment. I also think it comes into like how who talks to you or how they came to you. So let's see. There's one. All right, let's see how I'll go through this conversation. I know it wasn't too long. Okay. Okay, so she said, so tell me about your prospecting system. I said, awesome. You're in Isogenics, right? She said, yes. I said, that's a fantastic company. How long have you been with them? A year. I said, congrats, big milestone. What you do this year will determine a lot over the next 2 years. All right, now you can read into this stuff because I really want you guys to read into this and understand why I say these kind of things. It's not to like, you know, just I am being genuine, but it's genuinely strategic, if it makes sense. So like, you know, she's in Isogenics. I'm going to say, hey, look, that's a fantastic company. How long have you been with them? I'm giving the okay to say, look, you're in a phenomenal company. It's going to break down that barrier of her thinking that, what if I'm trying to bring her into my MLM or something? You know what I mean? So I'm going ahead and saying, hey, look, that's an awesome company. I'm congratulating her on hitting that year, and congrats, that's a big milestone. I'm taking a position of authority and saying what you do this year will determine a lot over the next 2 to 3 years. All right. If someone says that to you, they're automatically going to feel like, hey, this person knows. Maybe they know a little bit more than me. You're taking a position of authority. Okay. She's saying, I know I'm going to breakthroughs with Jeffrey Combs. It's one of those things where if you don't know who Jeffrey Combs is, you're on Messenger, so you don't have to reply right away. Go Google who Jeffrey Combs is. Okay. And then you can educate yourself right there. It'll help you in the long run. All right. I said that will change your life big time. You know, why do you think prospecting is hard for you? Okay. She always said, I always feel like I'm bothering people. Are they telling you that they're bothering them? No. It's just that this fear that I have been working to get over. Okay. Now I said, I can help with that if you're open to it. If you're serious about overcoming that fear, that feeling, once you get past that, the sky's the limit. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. Okay. She told me she's leaving for Puerto Rico. She asked me, do I coach? I said, yes, I do offer a coaching service, just like Mr. Combs, and well as a few other things in addition to my MLM. Okay. Told her about some discounts and travel. What other things do you offer? I said, depends on what the problem is. Seems like yours may be prospecting and some mindset blocking you from the results that you desire. Okay. Correct me if I'm off base, please. She said, you're right. I said, okay, I can help with that. Should I just meet you in Puerto Rico? She said, let's just touch base when I get back. All right, so we set up a date. All right, so I was going for, hey, when can we set up an appointment? When can we set up an appointment? We set an appointment for Wednesday the 16th. I said, what time? Noon is good. And I said, okay, I'll pin you in. Putting in my planner now. Perfect. What's your time zone? Eastern. All right. I said, could you book that on my site so I have your information, please? Okay. I gave her my website, the date, and the time. Okay. And you got to think, I mean, this is the first time I was talking to her. So that's how I got, that's how I get her information. That's how I get somebody on the phone. Let me see if there's another one. I know there's a lot of isogenics people that are in this group too. So I do want to share. Ruth is very good at branding herself. So before I go on, I want you to understand, like, if you go look up Ruth Sheridan, she's an MLSP, she's an isogenic, she's doing a badass job of branding herself and having something to where she's got a good mix of her and she's able to build MLSP while also building her network marketing company as well. I like the way that Ruth brands herself. So definitely check out Ruth. Let's see here.
Hey Ryan.
Yo.
This website you created, is this your one of the MLSP site blogs?
The one that I just showed you?
Yeah.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's through MLSP.
What platform is it? Because I was looking I wanted to put my blog and my website together just like this.
Are you asking like what theme I did?
Yeah.
Flex Pro.
Flex Pro?
Yep.
Okay. I was looking to do just like this. Okay.
Flex Pro.
So it allows you to create like a website and a blog, right?
Yeah, it's all in one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all.
Well, why when I scroll down your blog, that little screen pops up?
Which one?
It's like when I'm scrolling down your blog, like this big gray thing comes over your blog. I can't see anything.
Doesn't look like this?
It does, but like when I scroll down, it's like this big gray block comes over your blog.
That's weird, man. Maybe it might not like you, bro.
Yeah, I see. It takes you right back up to the top of the page. I don't know why. A lot of people's blogs, it does that.
Has it been doing? Oh, has it been doing that for you?
Yeah. I don't know why.
All right. Let's see. Does that help though? With like terms like getting people on the phone?
Yes, it does. I have sent more. I just haven't used in a while.
Yeah, I mean, it really though, it's just a matter of like posture, though, man. I'll take you through this conversation. This was a pretty good one. Just to kind of like show. This is how I kind of go through. Just kind of introducing people to like what I've got going on. So I said, "Hope your day. How are you today?" She said, "Ryan, hi. Good morning. Good morning." All I said was, what's Hope got planned today? Hope has 30 days to hit a $20,000 bonus. Piece of cake, yada, yada, yada. I said, Hope is definitely in it works. Haha, that's cool. I'll let you get to your devotion. I put it out there. Say, look, I coach a ton of it works. Little ladies, you guys are awesome. Again, I'm throwing it out there that, zoom in. I'm throwing it out there that I'm cool with you being in your company. I don't care, about bringing you into mine. A lot of people don't even know that I'm in an MLM unless they ask. Let's catch up at some point so you can tell me more about what you do. Okay. So, it's the posture that you create that are going to allow you to get messages like this. People asking you what you do. All right. And then I just threw out, man, what the hell did I do? I suck. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so a day later I said, I want to see the training I did for It Works clients on how to hit that $20,000 bonus. I knew what she wanted, okay? She said, hey, Ryan, yes, I might be interested in that. I do have calls scheduled. I said, it's just a blog post. She's asking for more. I said, oh, damn it, I suck today. I asked her if she wanted the post. I didn't just send it to her. I said, yes, a quick 10-minute video. She says 10 minutes for sure. I sent her the video. She looks at it. Apparently her husband had hopped on, so okay, so I got her scheduled appointment. What happened? Oh yeah, dude, that's crazy, right? I was just like, no. Okay, so now he's asking me for my number, okay? And I think that comes down to posture. So I said, and now I'm going to posture myself again, and I'm going to stop messing this up. I'm going to posture myself and say, you can schedule me on my website, right? No one does this. So like if you just go ahead and like posture up and say, no, you can schedule me on my website. Okay. Here's my number so you know that it's me calling you. And then she watched the webinar, all right, and says, I watched it. It was awesome. I'm going to share this with my team. All right. If you give out value, then you're gonna get responses like this. Okay. And people will continue to follow. Okay. So hope if you're watching this in the future, congratulations, you're an MLSP. Let's see here. I'll share this conversation because that was a really good conversation. So you're halfway through the boot camp. Gurpreet, she is an MLSP for anybody that doesn't know. I want to share this message with you because I asked her, I said, I'm doing boot camp right now for about 40 people in MLSP. My goal is to get each one to L1. What would you say has been the 1 to 3 things that have helped you or made the difference? Okay. Getting out of my own way mentally. I didn't think I was worthy of seeing success, but once I let go of that, it was easier to work online. That's thanks to Diane Hockman. Okay. Now, she was probably tuning into a lot of the mindset stuff that Diane does in MLSP. It's just a matter of plugging into it. Okay. Number 2, being consistent, showing up daily, even when I was busy. I think that's her daughter, but I would talk to 10 people minimum every single day and build up those relationships. Okay. Being a part of the community. I used to think that if I participated in group discussions, people would take up, I'm not sure, piss out of me. But if you get plugged in, it builds your confidence and you learn better. Okay, so you plug into our community, plug into the actual MLSP community. I learned how to network for that community, and it was just absolutely awesome. We'll go through one more real quick. I'll go through a quick one. This is a guy that I'm about to enroll into my MLM, and he's just a guy that I met on Facebook. I'll take you through the messages real quick, just to kind of see, just so you can see how I talk to people. I just say, hey, Brandon, what's up, man? How are you? I know a lot of people, they're like, man, how do I start up a conversation? You start up a conversation like a regular human being. Okay. I sold a course today. I sold one of my courses today, and the lady said, you did an excellent job of following up. And then the one thing she said was, you're awesome at just talking to people like they're a human being. And that, I mean, it seems kind of corny. It seems kind of like a no-brainer, but like I think a lot of people just don't talk to people like they're human. They try to like do something weird, and it just it's just kind of funky. So as you can see, I reached out to Brandon. He said, I'm good, and yourself? I said, man, I'm living and loving life, man. He said, I've been checking you out. I see and applaud your ambitious spirit. All right, people notice you in what you're doing. People notice. They may not like, they may not share, they may not comment, they may not do anything, but people notice you. I said, what's on Brandon's agenda today? I said, thank you. He said, gym and TV. Y'all know how I feel about TV. And I just said, hey, man, big things coming to Greenville. He said, I'm trying to ride that wave. And I said, man, I haven't watched TV in forever. He's watching Burn Notice. I said, what do you do? He said, right now I'm finishing my business degree and working third shift. I said, get that degree, man, working third, man. I don't see how y'all do it. I'm actually on a mission to show 10 people this year that work third in the upstate how to leave the third shift life. Okay, sounds interesting. What kind of goals do you have over the next 2 years? Have his first venture off the ground. He sends me his email address accidentally. Right? I said entail, not email. And so I'm talking. I told him my main business is an online business consultant, building brands and social media for entrepreneurs, small business owners, and network marketers. Okay. He asked me, did you have an advisor or mentor who laid out the foundation? I said yes and no. I told him I started in network marketing. I just straight went into edifying network marketing. Okay. So I'm just having a normal conversation with him. And I'm planning an event. Okay, so I'm planning my first live event, and I'm just kind of planting that seed of authority. Okay. Now, if you're not planning an event, you don't have to say it, but I mean, you can talk about what you're doing in the future. I mean, I haven't solidified this, but I'm going to do it. Okay. He's asking me more about what I do. Okay. I just said, hey man, we should get together next week. I went for it. Sounds like a plan. Friday is good for me. Let me put you on my calendar. Where and time, lunch anywhere off Haywood. We ended up meeting at Chipotle. I ended up meeting Brandon at Chipotle. We had a fantastic time. We talked about all sorts of stuff. He actually had seen my network marketing project by somebody else and was like, man, I didn't even get it when they were showing it to me. And now he's about to sign up with me. So if you talk to people like a normal person, like I don't do anything extraordinary. I'm sure that Kelly's not doing anything like crazy. Just talking to people like they're normal. And that's doing good. So let's see here. Let's see. So I'll go through this one. This one was kind of a funny one. I actually ended up sending her the wrong video. I think I showed you all this conversation, so I'll do another one. But she ended up seeing the wrong video. It was pretty funny. I'm glad she told me it was the wrong one. So I'm not going to go any further down because y'all see how many people I message on a daily basis. So like I couldn't even get past going to a month. I talk to a lot of people. You guys have any questions while kind of we're doing some over the shoulder stuff, just kind of looking Anything like pop out or anything like that?
Just I mean, just the way you're having your conversations, man. This is awesome. Um, I know what to do now. This is amazing.
I'm pretty, when it comes to like, if there's a skill that I've kind of developed, it is one that is, I can remember. I mean, okay, think about this, man. I will go back through a conversation. I mean, I love Messenger because it's like it keeps all the memories that for you, you know? Because it's like I can go back through a conversation and say, okay, I talked to Nicole Young, and there's Captain Obvious throwing out Benjamins, you know? Can't believe they took out my GIFs or whatever they're called. But I can go back here and look and say, okay, what we talk about, you know? Um, and I literally start out every conversation with just like, hey, what's up? How are you? Um, and you know, people notice you. You know, so if you're out there taking action, you're out there doing the thing, people know. You know, people notice. They don't have to comment on everything, but they notice. Um, I think I asked some solid questions. Um, yeah, I used to
Hey,
stop. I used to see. I'm sorry.
real quick, Ryan. On your, you know what? Keep going. This is a question I can ask you later on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I just want to kind of show you, like, I mean, she tells me she's from Louisville. I tell her, this is something that I got from Ray and Cedric Harris. You know, if you have any relation to a city, anything, throw out your relation to that city, even if you've driven through there. You know, she's threw out Louisville. I said, hey, I used to stop there and get my bats for the season when I was playing baseball. And then we started having a conversation, you know, like a normal person-to-person conversation. Weird. Um, and we just talking about the weather. She's talking about waves and sand and beaches. Um, I'm at a coffee shop. She's making coffee. Oh, okay, so she tries to throw out, stay, you should come with me. I'll have the company pay for your flight and hotel. We can meet up there. April 6th, cleared it, said Janess, right? I said, Janess, right? Let's see how good my memory is. She said, yeah, great memory. Um, let's see. I said, yeah, you might want to get something to eat. I've got quite a few Janess clients all over the world. That's a good biz, growing fast. It's fun to see. Okay, yes, it's growing fast. She asked me, what do I do? Would you be interested in learning a bit more and possibly getting BDA? I said, I probably know more about your company than 90% of the reps. I'm an online business consultant for network marketers. Da, 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 da. I specialize in branding and social media and business explosion. She asked me, how would I know more than the reps? And she said, I've been wanting to brand. You know, nugget. I say I do so much research on these companies, usually more research than the people that actually join the company. And then once I help the reps to hit new ranks, etc., and brand, I hear the ins and outs. All right. Now I do. I go to YouTube. I take time to like look up their comp plans and all that stuff. All right. Why? Because I want to be educated on the people I'm talking to. Because if I know she's in Janess, I need to be able to talk Janess language. All right, and this is some stuff that like save for week 4 and go a little deeper. But like, if you know Janess and then you help some people in Janess, you hear the good and the bad, you start to kind of figure out like, okay, like there's some good things about this company, there's some bad things about this company, you know. But if you know more, then you can help more. I let the conversation die. I can always put Nicole back up. She says she wants to build a brand. But I did let the conversation die, and I just threw out this copy and paste message a few times a day. Hey, not sure if this would be of interest to you or not, but I'm doing a boot camp. I'm showing a group of serious marketers how to create online brands to net 20 to 50 leads per day, 2 to 5 sales per day. My mentor showed me how. Now I'm showing the group how. Okay. If you want the deets, let me know. I'll shoot it over. Okay. Yes, I'd like more information. Thanks for thinking of me. Then I shot her the link, and then I shot her Captain Obvious throwing out them Benjamins. So that's a day in the life of a conversation with Ryan. All right, so Kelly says, just got this. I have no problem to talk to strangers, but a little difficulty to change to keep it as a business perspective. So yeah, that kind of just is feel for the conversation and getting it back, and you controlling that conversation and getting it back where you want.
Yeah, I get you, man.
Always remember you're in control of the conversation.
Yeah,
ask.
Let me bring it up here.
Okay.
And it's just right when I posted, when you had me up our fan page up on a thing, I put a little thing out just threw it up on Facebook real quick, and I got this message while you were just going through all that talk and stuff. He's like, "What do you do? Do you buy leads?" That's how he started out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was at 10:18 that he said that. And I was like, no, we attract leads with given value. Okay, do you have a group of people that come to your class? Because he saw the picture of the Cloud10 tribe there with the webinar that we got going on. I was like, yeah, we have a group going on. He's like, do you have some YouTube video on it? I was like, you got to be part of the class to be able to get the content out of it.
Yeah.
But what we do have tons of training. And what are you looking to build? What do you got? He's like, he's just says networking. It's like perfect fit. What strategies are you wanting to learn? And then he comes back with, I have no problem to talk to stranger, but little difficulty to keep it as a business perspective. Like he's trying to.
Oh, okay.
It's hard for him to switch it from a conversation to here. You want to be part of this affiliate company, or
yeah.
I guess that's the kind of problem that he's having.
I would have said something like, how would it feel to watch, top marketers literally, like how would it feel to watch their conversations like live? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like how would that feel? Like, so how is a big question where you can ask, like, how would it actually feel to get da-da-da-da-da, or like what would it mean to you if you were able to, control the conversation and get past that? Do you feel like you would get better results doing that? Like making him say yes multiple times will subconsciously get someone to, like, we call it the yes train.
Right.
So it's like, it's literally, I'm just asking questions throughout this conversation to get them to say yes 2 or 3 times, and then I'm going to drop the big question on them.
Right.
It could just be me, hey man, let's hop on the phone, or cut that conversation short.
Right.
Stay in control and cut it short. Hey, I got to run. if you want to get on my calendar, my number is 770. What's yours? We can line something up.
Yeah, I like that calendar.
Here,
I never seen that before. That's good stuff there.
here, I'll show you a conversation with a guy this morning. I actually wanted to show you guys this because I want to share with you guys that the posture that I feel like you may or may not feel like you have it, but I'm telling you, if you get it, it's okay to do this. All right. This guy knows me. I asked him if he was familiar with IML. He said no. I said, "Are you open to taking a look? I'm having a blast, learning a ton, and really enjoying trading side." He said, "What is it?" He said, "What are you even trading?" I said, "Currency." He said, "That's interesting. Never heard of it. Is this a broker? What specific currency are you trading?" I said, "Not really a broker. The presentation can explain it the best. It's about 30 minutes. Want a peek?" He said, "What can you tell me about it? I don't have time to watch a video." I said, "You're making a lot of money." He said, but I said, "If you don't have time to watch a video, it's probably not for you." All right, then he said, he said, "What do you know about it that you can elaborate?" I said, "If you don't have 30 minutes to watch a video that would tell you everything, I don't have 30 minutes to sit and explain it." Okay? And then he went on to say, about he's a business guy and, he just wants 3 simple bullet points to give me insight versus asking me to devote my time because someone I don't know asks and tells me X, yada, yada, yada. I said, "Look, I could elaborate, but that's not what duplicates. So keep it simple, okay?" So, this guy was trying to take me away from like my process. All right, I'm willing to take it away from him because he doesn't control it. Okay, he is not in control. I'm in control, and I'm okay with walking away from it to keep my posture. Okay, so always, keep your posture because it's worth it. It's you earned it. Keep it. Does anybody have any questions before we kind of wrap it up and get this thing called a week? The last 4 weeks of this, guys, is going to be pretty powerful, pretty jam packed. So definitely excited for everyone to go through the next 4 weeks here.
Hey, awesome. Ryan.
Yo.
Do you have like 3 bullet points for the next 4 weeks? Because I don't have 4 weeks to sit through this anymore. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. I'm just going off what this guy was saying.
Oh man, that was funny to me. I was like, "Yeah."
Nah, go ahead, man.
People who try to knock you off, and they'll try to really mess with your head. Don't let anybody mess with your head.
Right.
Remember, there's 2 billion people in here, in Facebook alone. 2 billion active people. Okay. Like, you think this one dude is gonna make or break my business? No. You think one person with a bad attitude is gonna make or break your business? No. It's like Lisa Grossman always said, guys. You can build a weak leg every day of the week, twice on Sunday. So don't front over somebody that's not even in your leg yet. Don't front over somebody that's not even in your business yet. Okay? So don't lose your posture. That's the most important thing you have. And as you develop that, your posture is attractive. Your posture is what creates more people to be drawn to you. All your posture is just, you can call it pretending, you know. I call it foreshadowing, you know. But just because I don't have $1 million doesn't make me doesn't mean that I'm not a millionaire, you know. So posture yourself like that. So if anyone has any questions, please ask your questions, because there are no dumb questions like this. Like, we're here to get you results, and we're here to get you in the profit, and to move you into that feeling of, because MLSP is easy, guys. I want you to keep telling yourself, like, MLSP is so easy. It's so easy to be able to just move 20 people into something that can help them and that they're yearning for. Sometimes we just overcomplicate it. It's so easy. MLSP is so freaking easy, and you could be moving into that $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month just by sponsoring 30 people into something that they need or they want or they're yearning for anyway. So ask your questions now. Forever hold your peace. Trust me, guys. Like, if you want to get your questions answered, like, I didn't have this when I was coming up through MLSP.
No, man, this is awesome stuff, man. I'm definitely glad that we're going over it. Oh yeah, these individuals that you're meeting right here, are you meeting them on like Facebook groups? You're just going out there and just picking people, or these individuals that you're attracting somehow on Facebook?
I look for people, so like I will go click on people through like Facebook groups and fan pages, and I do the Jessica Higdon stuff every day. But because of my post and the variety of my post on Facebook, I get a lot of likes to things. So when I get different likes, I can find different people pop up. You know what I'm saying? And if I see somebody's name pop up that I haven't seen before, I'll just shoot them a message and say, "Hey, what's up?" I will show you this, because I'm pretty organized when it comes to this. I have, all right, so every month I print out these sheets, and it's an Excel file of like 100, so it's 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, right? All right, so this is for a product that I'm selling, all right? So my goal is to just add 100 names to this list, right? And I'll, if I sell it, then I'll sell it, whatever, I may make a few grand, but I keep a list, right? And I keep my CRM, but like, I have this with me the whole month, and then I have another list for something else that I'm doing, okay? And then I have another list that people get added to it. I have another list, and the hot ones get moved to this list, and I just keep up with it, so no one ever can like lose. I never lose track of people. That's how I follow up with people, and there's fortune in the follow up, because no one ever really does anything on the first time. So like, I just keep following up and just keep saying, "Hey, what's up?" and offering to help, and then I just move. But I'm following up with so many people that it gives somebody enough time to like back up and breathe, because like, if I do my follow-ups, the people that I talk to today, I may not get a chance to talk to for another 30 days. So it gives them a chance to kind of back up and breathe. It gives them a chance to see what I'm doing every day on Facebook. It gives them that chance to see it all. So as that's happening, they're saying like, "Oh man, that I'm staying in their face, whether or not I'm technically following up with them or not." You know, that's the importance of like what you do in your daily routine, because people see it, and you have to like post it as if they're watching. So the person that you want to enroll the most, like, post your stuff for that person as if they're seeing it every day, and as if your posts are like helping nudge them to get them where you want them to get. That was good, right? That's kind of good. That makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, you know, and then the people that you're actually touching, you know, never know what'll happen. You never know where the conversation will go, but your posts are always doing some back end work for you. Your emails are doing back end work for you. And that's where, when you get used to that, then your Facebook works are doing front end work and back end work, and it's worth the money. So I hope that helped. I know we went along. I mean, well, each one of these has been like an hour and a half. So like at the end of this 8 weeks, I mean, damn, some good I mean, 4 weeks. I know there's some good content on this 4 weeks still. So, so no questions. Good stuff. Authority changing coming from this guy. I like it. I like it. Authority should be coming from everybody. Like, your goal should be to up that authority every single day and up your influence. So I'm proud of everybody getting through. Everybody that you know, stuck around, hung around for 4 weeks. The next 4 weeks is going to be mind blowing. I'm excited because I'm like stepping back and just letting the big dog do the work. So. Make sure to pop any questions into the Facebook group, the group. Use the chat. Make sure every day that you're plugging into the wake-up calls, because the wake-up calls will keep your mind right, and they give you the content to put out every day to help these people and help the people that are watching you. So I'm going to shut it down. We're 2 minutes out. So hey, love each and every one of you. This is Ryan McMorris, Cloud 10 Tribe. Let's keep rocking.